guys, welcome back. If you're new here, my name is Becca and today I have the announcement and schedule for Elderlingalong Phase 2. Now I imagine that the majority of you guys who have clicked on this video are already familiar with Robin Hobb's Realm of the Elderlings and also Elderlingalong. But for those of you who aren't, Elderlingalong is a read-along of the Realm of the Elderlings universe. It is run by my book club, Catch Up Book Club. I have amazing co-hosts, which I will get into a little bit later on in this video. And we have been reading Robin Hobb's Realm of the Elderlings series for the last year. We have completed the first 2 series and we are going to be moving on to the next 3 series. The schedule for Elderlingalong Phase 2 runs from March 2021 to October 2022. So it is a long haul because we started this, I believe, in March last year. So Robin Hobb's Realm of the Elderling series is an adult epic fantasy universe that is broken up into 5 series. There are multiple plot threads going on in this universe, but series 1, 3 and 5 predominantly follow the characters of Fitz and the Fool, who are introduced in the very first book, Assassin's Apprentice. Fitz is the bastard son of Prince Chivalry, who is the king in waiting, and he has been raised by his mother until one day his maternal grandfather drops him off on the doorstep of the keep and says that it is time for him to be raised by his father. Prince Chivalry hears that Fitz is on his way to him and quickly abdicates the throne and moves to the country, which leaves Fitz in an awkward position, and he ends up being raised partially by the stable master of the keep, Boric, and partially by the royal family when the king approaches him and says that it may be a good idea for him to be trained to become an assassin because he is in a unique position where he is neither of noble birth or part of the common people, and he can tread that line in a way that nobody else can. That is a very basic synopsis of the introduction to the Realm of the Elderlings. Now you guys have asked me to make a reading order for Robin Hobb's Elderling series. As far as I am aware, if you want to read everything, there is only one reading order, but I am going to link a video from one of my co-hosts, Cass, down in the description box because she has a guide on how to read Robin Hobb and that will explain the reading order. I'm also going to link for you the first announcement for the first half of this because this read along and the schedule I'm going to be outlining in this video you cannot participate in unless you have already read the first 2 trilogies. So these 3 are the Farseer trilogy and I'm missing one book, but the other trilogy is the Live Ship Traders. There are other reading orders where you do not have to read everything, but I will say for the purpose of this read along you will have to have read everything up until the point where we are at, because we are going to be having discussions in the live shows. These live shows range from like 90 minutes to just over 2 hours about the Realm of the Elderlings as a whole and how everything connects. So if you go through and only read the Fitz books, you're going to be missing things that we are actually talking about that we have learned from the other 2 series in this epic universe. In the description box of this video, I am also going to have a link to the Elderlingalong playlist, which contains every live show that we have done for this series to date. There have been 5 so far. The 6th for Ship of Destiny is going to be on the 13th of February at 8 PM GMT on Zafina's channel. All of my co-hosts are also going to be linked in the description box for you guys as well. You do have time to catch up with us if you would like to read this series and join later live shows, because there are quite a few people participating in this read along who are enjoying this so much that they are actually books ahead of where we are actually up to. So please don't be too intimidated. Some of these books are 900 pages, but they are truly very, very good, very enjoyable, and as soon as you get a couple of books into this, you will just be so absorbed and want to continue. This is largely a bi-monthly book club, so our live shows will be every other month and you will have to read a book every other month. Now there are a couple of exceptions where the books are under 500 pages. We have 1 month per book, and there are 2 instances of this in Elderlingalong Phase 2. We have a couple of places where we run book club from and a couple of places for discussion. The first one is the Twitter page, which is at Catch Up Book Club. club, we have a hashtag, which is hashtag Elderlingalong. However, bear in mind that this is largely for us to announce the live shows. So if you want to follow that and turn notifications on, you are not going to get spammed. It will almost exclusively just be us letting you know when the live shows are and what channel they are on. We also have a Discord, which is mainly for you guys to discuss as you are reading. The Discord is broken up into sections, so we have information for the read along, where I also post about the live shows, and then it is also broken up per book. You have a non-spoiler and a spoilery section so that you can discuss the book in detail as you are reading ahead of joining us for the live shows. So moving on to your hosts, they are the same hosts from Elderlingalong Phase 1. So you do of course have myself. We have Cass from What Cass Read, who is our resident Elderlings expert. She has already read all of these books before. They are amongst her favourite books of all time, and this will be a reread for Cass. We also have Cody from Cody's Book Corner, Ashley from A Frolic Through Fiction, Jade from JD Ray Reads, and Zafina from the Psychonics. All of their links will be in my description box, and the live shows are going to rotate through everybody's channel, so you may want to go ahead and subscribe to all of those so that you don't miss any of the live shows. The playlist that is in my description box that has all of the live shows in will also be updated every time we have a live show, so that is also a great resource for you to go to if you have missed the live shows as they are happening and want to catch up at a later date. So the last thing I have to tell you is the schedule, and you can refer back to this video at any time to find out what months we are reading what books, and I will also write it all down in the description box as well so that you can refer to that. You might want to take a screenshot, whatever is helpful to you. So I only currently own the first book that we are going to be reading because I have been buying them as I get to them, but the 3 series that we are going to be reading throughout this second phase is the Tawny Trilogy, the Rainwild Chronicles, and the Fitz and the Fool Trilogy. So the first book of the Tawny Trilogy is Fool's Errand. We will be reading this in March and April, and there will be a live show at the beginning of May on my channel. The next book is Golden Fool. We will be reading that in May and June, and the live show will be early July on Ashley's channel. The next book is Fool's Fate. We will be reading that in July and August, and the live show will be early September on Jade's channel. Moving on to the Rainwild Chronicles, which is the only series in the realm of the Elderlings that has 4 books, and also this is the place where the schedule starts to differ a little bit because all of the books in the Rainwild Chronicles are considerably shorter than anything else. So the first book is The Dragon Keeper. We will be reading this in September and October, and the live show will be in early November on Cass's channel. So I was almost done with editing this video when I realized that from Dragonhaven onwards I had messed up the schedule. So hey, it's a new day, and yeah, I'm just gonna crack on with the rest of this schedule and then revert back to my original footage. In November and December we will be reading Dragonhaven, with the live show being early January on Cody's channel. The next 2 books are only around 350 pages each, so we will be reading 1 per month and having a separate live show for each, as opposed to reading 1 book over a 2-month period. So City of Dragons we will be reading in January, and the live show will be early February on Zafina's channel, and Blood of Dragons we will be reading in February, and the live show will be early March on my channel. For the final trilogy, The Fitz and the Fool, the first book is Fool's Assassin. We will be reading that in March and April, and the live show will be early May on Ashley's channel. The next book is Fool's Quest. We will be reading that in May and June, and the live show will be early July. And then finally, the end of the Realm of the Elderlings series. It's going to be an emotional one, guys. The final book is Assassin's Fate. We will be reading that in July and August 2022, and the live show is going to be early September on Cass's channel. So as you can see, this is a very long read along. It is planned out for almost the next 2 years, so quite naturally things can be subject to change. If there are any adjustments in the schedule, any adjustments to the live show, whose channel they will be on, when we will actually be doing them, we will announce all of that in the Twitter and the Discord, so please do do follow the Twitter, put your notifications on. I swear we will only tweet when we actually have important information to tell you, so that you can keep up to date on all of that. You are all, of course, also welcome to join the Discord to join in on those discussions if that's something that you would be interested in doing. But aside from that, that is all of the information that I have for you. Robin Hobb is fast becoming one of my favorite authors. I have thoroughly enjoyed all of the books that I've read from her so far, and I'm really excited to continue on with the rest of her books. But I also know that by the time I get to the end of this, when I followed Fitz's entire life, it is going to get quite emotional. But I'm looking forward to discussing all of that with my co-hosts and also with you guys during our live shows. So please do join us if you would like to. Please do not be intimidated if you're playing catch up. We are a catch up book club after all, but once you get into this series, they are not incredibly taxing, they're not incredibly difficult reads, and they are also very intricate and thoroughly enjoyable. So please let me know down in the comments whether you will be joining us for Elderlingalong Phase 2. Aside from that, please don't forget to like this video if you liked it and subscribe if you wanna. If you head into my description box, you'll find a link to my Goodreads, Instagram and Twitter if you'd like to follow me on any of those, as well as a link to my Bookish body butter and candle website, the Instagram for that, and 10% off discount code. But that's it from me today, guys. Bye!
Oh, you bite your friend like chocolate. You say you will go where nobody knows, with guns hidden under our petticoats. We're never gonna quit it, no, we're never gonna quit it, no.